Where?
Okay. LCD sound system.
All right. So the mini tip, as I called it, we were talking about the gorillas. There's no "da" in front of it. Just gorillas. We're talking about gorillas, the band Gorillas, the virtual band. We were talking about the gorillas, and we were just kind of talking about them. And at the very end of the episode, we were talking like oh, what bands are similar, or what groups are similar. And I said LCD Sound System is I guess one that I thought of.
I've never heard of them.
They are pretty cool. I haven't Here's how I found out about them. I got this at a bookstore. I got this weird comic book, a huge volumes of comics.
Yeah.
And it was about about rock music.
Oh, Shazam! No, I'm joking.
Yeah, Shazam. And so the book goes through it takes some of the more popular artists of the times, from the 50s, 60s and stuff, and they also throw in some bands that you might not know of. It's not Captain Beefheart, Joy Division.
Yeah, dude. Joy Division! Fucking love Joy Division!
And its spin-off New Order. Or not really spin-off, just its continuation.
Oh, yeah.
He killed himself, now it's New Order. So stuff like that. And it's not the best book because it's okay, so you put in the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and you don't put in the Who, you instead put in the Kinks.
That's...
I don't know, but it's French, so some of the comics are some well, that had nothing to do with what you were talking about.
Why would the Who not be in there?
I don't know. The Kinks were put in there instead. I don't know why. But yeah, it's like that. It's kind of disjointed. It's still a good read. It's just not as good as it could have been.
Iderman.
So in that book, this is how weird, kind of disjointed I felt like it was, because it was talking about rock bands and rock groups and stuff like that. That would be associated under rock. And as it went up, it went through the Pixies, and it went through Nirvana, and then the last group that they put was LCD Sound System. So I'm like, oh wait, I've heard that name before somewhere, I'm sure. So I started reading it, and I thought oh, this sounds cool, that's pretty cool. But then when I actually looked up a couple of the songs by them, I'm this isn't a rock, this is weird electronica, dance, whatever. So I never listened to them until recently, and it's a really good band. Or not really band, I guess it's just one dude, but...
Text me LCD Sound System so that whenever I look at my text later, I'll remember.
Okay. I sent you the link to Daft Punk is playing in my house, which you did not know was a real song.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't. But...
I love that happened, though.
Yeah, that was weird.
We have weird connections. The more you you just start singing the song, oh, now that you sing Feel Good Inc., I have to sing that song. Oh, you like the Gorillaz? Yeah, do you? Yeah. Let's talk about the Gorillaz. Oh, Daft Punk. I forgot what I was going to talk about. Daft Punk's playing was in my house. Oh yeah, that song by this group. That's a real song? Yeah, by this group that I was going to talk about. Isn't that coinkydink?
That's...
what is wrong? I don't know.
Fucking freaky, bro. Anyway, you mentioning Joy Division reminds me of one of my favorite bands, the Wombats. Fucking love the Wombats.
Dude,
never heard of the Wombats? Go
okay,
fuck
you know
yourself.
what? We have an eclectic taste in music. Let's talk about bands that no one really knows about or talks about.
Just,
the Wombats.
Just say the name, the Wombats.
The Wombats.
No, just say the name of, let's make a chain of names that people might know. Might not know. The Wombats.
Dead Kennedys.
I can't remember.
You blanked?
Joy Division.
The Stranglers.
Shark Attack on Alpha Cloud 9.
P.I.L.
Just kidding. I want that to be my band name now. What?
P.I.L. or P.I.L. What's it called?
Oh, P.O.S.
Something limited. It's the Sex Pistols after they broke up. Johnny Rotten and some other guy went to do it was a weird disco beat band. It was cool. It was pretty cool.
P.O.S.
DOA.
Does that stand for Dead on Arrival?
I think so.
Okay, never mind. Because usually a lot of people will take famous acronyms and change them.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Blood on the Dance Floor. No, I'm just...
oh, man, screw Blood on the Dance Floor.
If you're not into that kind of music, I wouldn't listen to it. But
are you into them?
I like some of their songs. They're I like Sexting. It sounds like I'm just saying I like sexting, which I do. It's fun. But
all right,
there's a movie called Sexting.
No one cares.
All right, so let's actually talk about these bands.
No one cares, damn it.
All right, let's talk about these bands, then we'll just continue. All right, so you said the Wombats. What type of music are the Wombats? Actually, I think this podcast could come really good.
They like to shout.
It's specify?
Okay. Well, they're
genre?
like a British. They're like a British.
The British always.
They're not.
The UK always makes the best music.
It's like British. Fuck. British.
Would be techno.
I don't know how to.
Electro.
I guess it'd be pop, kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
It's not popular, I wouldn't say, because there's not. I guess not a lot of people know about it. But
I've heard the Wombats before.
But they have this song called Hold on. Yeah, it's called "Let's Dance to Joy Division." No, it's just called Joy Division, I think. And it's they're like let's dance to Joy Division and celebrate this harm. Wait.
No. I should look up some more Joy Division. So the one that I said was Dead Kennedys, which, I mean, if you're like into punk and stuff like that, you probably know who they are. But they were a hardcore punk band in the late 70s, early 80s from San Francisco, led by I love their names, by the way. I'm just gonna say Klaus Fluoride is the bassist.
Nice.
East Bay Ray is the guitarist. D.H. Peligro is the drummer, and Jello Biafra is the singer.
Those are like the best names.
I know, right? The original drummer, his name was Ted.
Ted?
Just Ted.
The last name?
Yeah. No, just Ted.
Dude.
And they make pretty good music. It's like really like sci-fi and surf and like spaghetti western influence.
You know what I want to know?
What?
Do people who are raised by like animals, that sounds weird, like it would never happen. It happens.
Yeah, it's happened.
There's been stories about it, but people who are quote unquote raised by animals, or just kind of like grew up in the wild.
Yeah.
Do they they were born by people.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
Do you think would you consider them to have a last name? Since technically their last name would be whatever they were born from,
yeah.
like whoever they were born from.
Yeah, I guess.
But
On a technical level.
But like at the same time, it's like they're so far off from civilization. It's
would you be like, yeah, this guy obviously has a name, obviously he's gonna have a last name. He's related to someone.
Yeah.
That would be his heritage, but you mean just on a kind of I guess social type of
foster children
Mm-hmm.
get I think they get like the last name of their foster house, and then whenever they're adopted, their last name is changed.
Yeah.
But
well, yeah, that makes sense.
This person just never had a last name.
Mm.
They were given up. But
just on the record, Ted is just a stage name.
oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all just stage names. They're not.
Oh, damn it!
Well, except for D.H. Peligro, who just added it's his initials and Peligro.
That's awesome.
Klaus is his name is John or something. Ray is actually called Ray. Jello Biafra is John or something, I think.
That kind of kills it for me. Oh well.
Just call him Jello.
But the Wombats are like 3 dudes, and they make some really interesting songs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are kind of depressing, but again, it's like they realize they're depressing, but it's like a message, and you like it and everything.
It's like, this is a good beat.
But
I feel sad.
But one of the songs that I really like are Joy Division, and they're basically like, let's dance to Joy Division and celebrate the irony. This is fuck. I can't remember the words right now. I used to know them all, but
that's the one thing I like about certain bands. They do still have kind of rock things, but they're more dance and electronic. Because
well, they're not really electronic.
Well,
whatever. But the Wombats, they also. I'm trying to think of another song people might know. Tokyo.
By the Wombats?
Yeah, by the Wombats. And it's like, if you love me, let me go back to that bar in Tokyo where the vampires and wolves leave me in peace. And it's like,
That sounds cool.
I'll be animated every night. The grass is greener on the other side.
I'm gonna look them up.
Fuck!
If you're like me and you had a childhood that involved some sort of video games.
Childhood?
Yeah, if you had a child, okay, if you're around my age, or if you had a childhood.
Hashtag 90s kid.
Okay, if you played video games around the early to mid 2000s, like most people do.
I started playing Super Nintendo in 1999 when I was 3.
Good job. Well, if you're like me and you were born on this stage, you probably most likely played Guitar Hero, and you probably most likely played Guitar Hero 3.
Yes.
It's a crappy cover when you listen to the original, but Holiday in Cambodia. That's the Dead Kennedys.
It's hot in Cambodia.
Yeah, except they had to use a cover.
Something.
Oh, they made a
Mom's
song.
here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they made a really cool song. It's like really
I think-
surfy and like fun.
Never
It's
mind.
called "Too Drunk to Fuck."
She's not. Never mind. I like it.
It's a really good song. It's just about like it's not even like anything political or anything. It's just like I went to a party, I danced all night, I had 16 beers and it started up a fight. It's just like about just a party. Just a crazy ass party.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay, what was the band that you said after that?
After the Dead Kennedys?
Yeah.
Did I say POS?
Yeah, I think so.
POS did. Fuck.
That was a good song.
I'm trying to remember one of their songs. It's like it would be the like most well known song that they have, and it's like fuck.
What genre are they?
I don't know. I'm so bad at categorizing music. Like no joke. I'll listen to a song and I'll be like, I don't know. It's like
You know what really?
it's like pop or something. And they'll be like, no, it's grunge, and I'm just like,
Oh.
really? Okay.
I can usually tell. I can usually tell what like genres, and this is what like really.
I can get it down to like 3 or 4 genres.
This is what like kind of OCD. This is what not OCD. When on iTunes, if you put in like like Beatles albums, like lots of those, or just kind of other stuff like the Clash or whatever, it'll categorize them under rock mostly, and it's like yeah because that's just the most they're known in rock. But it's like I'll be listening to like Rubber Soul and I'll be like, well, that's country. That's Indian influence.
Yeah.
That's prog rock. That's folk
Yeah.
rock. And I just see like the genre is rock. I'm just like, ugh. Like at the Clash,
My
like
heart.
when they're calling this rock, I'm like, no, that's obviously reggae. That song is reggae. This song is jazz. God damn it.
The Beatles were jumpy as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
They, like,
that's why I love
jumped
them.
genre
That's why I
to
like the
genre.
Clash too. For like a punk band, they're like really diverse.
Yeah.
So what's the name
But-
of their most popular song?
The name of their most fuck. It's like I want to say it's something like
It's like it's the most popular song. It's my favorite song.
I keep getting on
I
the tip of
can't
my
remember.
tongue and then you start fucking talking.
Sorry.
Shut up. Silence for about 10 seconds. Put the timer up on the fucking board.
Ah.
Okay, I can't remember. Fuck.
All right. So then, what did I say? Did I say what did I say? I said the Stranglers.
Anthem? Is it Anthem? No,
Is it
fuck.
Anthem? Oh, the Stranglers. I still don't know much about them, but I listened to a couple of songs. They're like. I
I'm
thought
guessing
they
like
were-
metal or something.
I thought they were a punk band. That's what I thought.
Metal
But
punk.
I listened to the song and it's like it might have been like just a different song for them, but like it's like a piano-driven ballad.
Yeah.
It's really weird, but yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, what did you say?
That's a fucking wrong answer. No, it's not. No.
All right, then what band did you say? You said Joy Division after mine.
Joy Division. It's old.
Joy Division, I guess in the
It's like
order.
really like sad.
Yeah, I heard
all-
it's kind of
all
like
the
depressing
time.
music.
Yeah.
The guy in that comic book, his comic was like, I like graveyards and I like to listen to Joy Division. People thought they were connected, and I guess they are, but it's like
it's connected. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Joy Division is very creepy, kind of almost music. You can tell it's old too by all the videos are black and white. I don't know if that was done like
that was
on purpose.
unintentionally
That-
because they were in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what album is probably one of the most influential albums of all time?
What?
Hard Day's Night.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song. One of my
And
favorite soundtracks.
that came out of nowhere, but for some reason, whenever I thought like black and white, I just thought of Hard Day's Night.
How can you not?
How can you not?
This sounds like compared to other like masterpiece of film that there are in black and white. Hard Day's Night is probably my favorite black and white movie.
Yeah, dude.
Like out of all the other ones that like Citizen Kane, all those classic movies, that everyone's like these are beautiful movies, like pieces of art. I'm like, yeah, I like the Beatles better though.
Yeah.
And P.I.L.
I never got like what was it? It was like I think it was called like Breakfast in Paris or something like that.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
No, what the fuck? Is
Breakfast
that a
at-
porn?
Breakfast at Tiffany's is a classic movie where like a dude. Is it in color or in black and white?
It's in black and white.
Okay, then it's not Breakfast. That's a real movie. It's like considered like it's one of the best movies ever made.
Really?
Never
I've heard it. Ironic. It's one of the best movies ever made, and I've never heard it.
I thought it was a porno at first.
I loved Wreck-It Ralph. Never heard of Breakfast at Tiffany's. But
I fucking love Hot Rod. What the fuck is Citizen Kane?
Hot Rod is amazing, bro.
It's written by the three. It's written by the Lonely Island.
Yeah, I know.
That's cool.
That's why it's amazing.
Yeah. That's pretty much why it is amazing.
Wait,
All right, so what were we talking?
was the third guy in the movie?
The third guy wasn't. He's never in any other thing. He's though like he directed it. I think.
I love that we both know who the third guy is. Because it's like Andy Samberg.
And the other guys. Okay, Andy Samberg. I know their names. Yorva or Yorva Tacome.
Yorva Tacome.
And Akiva
Something like
Shafir. Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
I know the third Lonely Island guy's name.
that.
Akiva Shafir. It's either Avika or Akiva. No, Akiva. Akiva Shafir.
Did I get to cut you?
I don't know.
That didn't.
Alright, so wait, what band were we talking about?
You said P.I.L.
P.I.L. So if you know who the Sex Pistols are, you know that they're really influential, and you probably don't know that they only made one album before they broke up. Like they released a bunch of singles, released the album with some of the singles on there, and they broke up. And then Johnny Rotten and some other guy, I think the original bassist for Sex Pistols, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, made like a big beat kind of like disco band or group, and like it's just like good disco music. And what did you say? And if you don't remember, we can just say random bands or groups.
Blood on the Dance Floor, probably?
Blood
we already kind of talked about this. Blood on the Dance Floor is...
I don't like them.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
They have good songs, but most of the songs are like... All of their songs are about sex. Literally, and it's not even like, oh, they're so innuendo-y. It's like, I'm gonna fuck a bitch tonight. No, it's, I mean, like, there are some songs that I like there's a song called Miss Bipolar, which is actually kind of like a cute song for couples, almost.
Considering it's from a band called Blood on the Dance.
Yeah, I mean...
A freaking, what's it called, duet.
Yeah, but,
Oh, dude.
I like that song. I like Sexting just because it's kind of clever. And what are some other ones that I like? Candyland's entertaining just because it's Candyland. I don't know.
I want to make a song called Candyland where it's just like green, move forward. It's like I want to make a song.
Green, move forward, green, move forward.
That's kind of what I like. Or like that Daft Punk song, Georgia the Mordor. I would like to make a song.
How did John Tron get a DF?
I want to make a song that's like 9 minutes long, and it's really good instrumental, and the only lyrics are a monologue. But instead of being something awesome or like unique or something introspective, it's like Battleship, B7, Miss. That's the monologue.
It's called what?
Battleship.
No. That's the song.
No. I'm saying I'd like to make a song like Giorgio de Mordor, where it's like just instrumental and like this monologue is the only like lyrics. But instead of like something in side 4 or something like that, it's just like Battleship. B4. Miss. C2. Hit. Like it's just the whole song, just to an amazing instrumental track.
Tic tac toe. Top right.
Top right. Right. What other groups that people might not know?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, there's this one.
I feel like if I had my fucking phone in my hand, it's dead right now.
Just plug it in or something.
Oh.
I'm gonna go through my because I feel never mind. Wait, no, actually I think I can.
We're recording on Jimmy's iPhone.
No, I can't.
You can't? Okay.
No, because if I go to music, it'll like stop recording. There is this one band. I get most of my weird music from my friend Fritz, who listens to just like every single bit of music ever. There's this band a song that he showed me by a band called the CA Quintet. The CA Quintet. They made like a 10-minute long song called "Trip Through Hell Part 1." And it's like a really trippy, like dark song, but it's so like it keeps its pace up all 10 minutes. That doesn't even feel like 10 minutes. It's a really good song.
What happens in part 2?
I don't know. I've only listened to part 1.
It'd be awesome if there was like no part 2. No.
The album covers.
Okay, I can't remember what song it was, but it was named something. It was named something part 2, and I was like, oh.
Another brick in the wall.
No.
All in all, it was.
No.
Another brick. No.
It was like called. It was like called
Bullwinkle Part 2?
It was like a name and then part 2. And then like I was like, oh, I really want to hear the part 1 of the song. I looked it up. There's no part 1.
Bullwinkle?
I looked up
Part 2?
I don't know. Is that a song?
No, hang on. That's under.
Is that the name of a song?
Bullwinkle Part 2?
Does it have a part 1?
I don't know. It's in Pulp Fiction. Is that what you're... Is
No,
that the
that's
song
not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Fuck.
I love songs.
I don't know. It was the name of a song, and it was like something part 2, and then I looked it up. There was no like link to it or anything.
I know there was a band that said something like that. There's there was a song called Saga 3.
Yeah.
Saga 3. It's like, oh, is there a 2 or 1? It's like, no, we just did the 3. It's like, well, were you inspired by part 1 or 2? Was there a 1 or 2? He's like, no, we just wanted to make a part 3. Like the song starts off just like mid lyric. Bang! And like it's in the middle. It's like right in the middle of a word. There's like 2 seconds of silence, and then it cuts in, and then like the last of it's like an epic guitar song. It's like da da da. It just cuts there too. So people are like, "Where's part 1, part 2? Where's part 4?" No, we just made part 3.
That's the greatest. Like
it's like
troll.
an indie band or something, but I love that song.
That's like the greatest troll there is.
Yeah, just like nah.
We like to call this song Saga Part 3, and then
like third Saga Part 4 or something. Like just like ultimate. Like where's the rest of these songs?
And then
There isn't. I would imagine just doing that in concerts. Like just start singing. Like to piss people off. It's like, all right, you guys love Part 3 of our song. You guys want to know what Part 1 and Part 2 are? Yeah. All right, here we go. And right the first note. Oh, like just like have the technician or whatever just cut off their instruments and their microphones. They're just like for 5 minutes, right? What we constitute as 2 songs, and then cut it back in where where part 3 starts up, the normal song. And we I want to start a band just to do that. Oh, Jesus,
dude, you need to do that. That's
let's start a band and do that.
Let's start a band and do that.
The first song on our first album is
Part 3.
Part 3.
Our first single is Part 3.
It's like a song Part 3, and that's how it should be. It should just cut in.
Let's think of a name.
For the song?
Yeah.
A
stack of fallen. A stack of fallen socks. Yes. No. A stack of fallen.
Mononoke Interstellar Part 7.
Yeah, Mononoke Interstellar Part 7.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
That's our first single, Part 7 of Mononoke Interstellar 7.
Should we just have the name like mid-sentence too?
Yes, we should.
Like we should make like a part like.
This is basically ripping off this band.
Yeah.
But that's just great trolling.
That is. Okay, so anyway. Where is that?
Bands no one knows. Actually, there's a band called the Ramona Flowers. Like an indie band.
I know, I've heard them.
Yeah.
I just. If you don't know who Ramona Flower is, it's the main it's
main love interest in Scott Pilgrim. The chick with
Scott
the
Pilgrim.
killer hair in Scott Pilgrim. Well, the one that keeps changing
the
hair.
sexy badass in Scott Pilgrim.
Not the movie. She's not.
Not
she's
the sexy Asian badass.
No, not the redhead. Basically, the one that keeps changing her hair color.
Yeah.
Her.
All of them are sexy badasses. Like,
Is-
what the fuck?
Yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention when we were talking about Scott Pilgrim. Like everybody in that, like it's like everyone, in almost every girl in that movie is just hot. Which I think was
It almost
intentional.
seems unintentional though. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, well, we're gonna make this girl. She's gonna seem completely average.
Like Kim.
But-
Like Kim isn't like
Kim,
by
she's
definition
not-
isn't hot, but she's like
She's not like
she's
the
cute.
best looking person.
Yeah,
But by like her quirks and like the way she talks and acts, it's just like, oh my god. not movie Kim. I have to.
I like movie Kim.
in Scott Pilgrim the movie.
Sorry to deviate.
In Scott Pilgrim the movie, all the girls just didn't seem right to me. All of their hair looked fake as shit.
That is because the only people who wore their natural hair were, what's her name?
Scott.
Julie. What's Scott's sister's name? Julie's the the mean one.
Shit.
And then what's Scott's sister's name? I know she has a name.
Does
Obviously,
it start with an S?
Stacy.
Stacy.
Stacy. And I think they're the only ones that wore natural hair. Oh no, and
Nice.
Nice. They had natural hair. The actress who played Kim had to wear a wig. The actress who played Ramona had to wear a
And
wig.
you could tell that they were wigs. It was
Yeah,
just
that's why I
kinda-
don't like, because their hair just seems kind of like.
That's why I always said that the chick who played or not the chick that played the Ramona Potters, Ramona Flowers wasn't hot, but the character itself wasn't hot. It was the wig that was killing it for me.
Like, because there's pictures of when they were on set and she has her wig off, and she has like her hair cut like short so she can put the wig on, and it looks better like that.
Yeah.
She has the stringies on the side, and like she should have just dyed her hair.
Yeah, dude.
I still like that movie though.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Let's see what other bands that lots of people don't know about. Let's hipster ourselves up here.
I mean, like most people know of them, but the name I'm about to say. Most people know of them, but a lot of people like I feel couldn't name a song that they've ever sang.
It's like the Beatles. Everyone knows who the Beatles are. What's your favorite Beatles song? I don't know. I've never heard one.
I feel like everybody could name a Beatles song.
Oh, fun fact. You might have heard a Beatles song in a commercial or on TV or whatever. You haven't heard the Beatles, though. The Beatles never allow their actual recordings on commercials or movies or anything. There is one movie that has a Beatles song in it, though. Not excluding the Beatles, the actual Beatles movies.
What was it? Do you think when Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney die, that they're gonna, like, people are just gonna start putting their music in movies?
Here's the thing. Michael Jackson bought out their catalog. Michael Jackson bought their catalog a while ago.
Really?
And I'm like, oh, like he said he wanted them because he didn't because you know how like after a certain amount of years the copyright thing leaves.
Yeah.
And you have to go back through a long process to get it back. Well, the time was it's almost up for the Beatles. So he's like, you know, I'm gonna buy them like all their catalog for a huge amount of money, and I'm gonna keep it safe. Like he doesn't like sell them commercially or whatever. But since Michael Jackson died, does his estate keep the songs or does it go back to the Beatles?
That would have been something to think about 3 years ago.
Because I know he bought the catalog and he said because he just wanted to keep
4 years?
No, not 4.
When did Michael Jackson die?
4 years ago. Yeah.
4 years.
4 years ago. He died in 2009. I remember.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Dang,
does it stay in his estate? Yeah.
It's so weird to think that we've been in a Michael Jackson-less world for 4 years.
And isn't it weird where it's like oh, Michael Jackson's still around. Who cares? He dies. It's like
It feels like
it's like doesn't affect me, but
it feels like he's just. I don't know.
It feels like he's just not in the news or anything.
Yeah, like he's been around. He just hasn't been in the news.
It's like, hey, what's Michael Jackson been up to? I don't know. Dead. He's dead.
Dude. Oh, let's not talk about this. I'm getting kind of sad.
Yeah,
but
I like Michael Jackson's music.
I like Michael Jackson. Yeah, but I don't know. But anyway, something you might have heard. Like, you've probably heard one of their songs, you've probably heard their name, you probably didn't know that they sang the song, or you've probably never heard one of their songs but still heard the name. Rise Against.
I've listened to a song by them.
Just one?
Just one.
Which one?
I don't know.
Savior?
I don't know. My friend played it. Just has background music. Like his car.
How'd it go?
I don't know.
It's like, it kills me not to know this, but I've all but just forgotten.
I literally could not tell you. It's like, oh, I'm gonna play the song. It's like, oh, who is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Rise Against. Oh, cool.
Was it
Didn't pay attention to the music at all.
Help Is on the Way?
Fuck, I don't know. All I know is that they're post-hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're post.
Which, also, post-hardcore and post all that, that means it's the music that's categorized then, but it's like not at the time period, so it's called post?
Yeah, I think so.
Because like Pierce the Veil is post-hardcore, but
Pierce the Veil is like...
Does that mean they're hardcore just because they're not in the period where it was popular? They're called post-hardcore, or
I don't know.
By the way, I've only listened to like maybe 30 Pierce the Veil songs because my sister plays it in the background constantly. But I've actually
Your
paid
sister likes Pierce the Veil?
Here's the thing: me and my friend did not know this would happen. She is really into post-hardcore and like screamo type shit.
She's asleep right now?
Pierce the Veil? Yeah, she's asleep. She likes like Pierce the Veil and all these other stuff like where you listen to it as like just fast like guitar chords and like screaming vocals. Like, you like that? Like, yeah. I never knew that. I did not expect that from you.
Yeah. And I like post-hardcore and stuff like that, but like it just depends on who
I
it
don't
is.
listen to post-hardcore at all. Actually, I listen to hardcore.
You know Darian, the guy who we saw at the game.
Yeah, yeah.
He's an awesome guy. One of the things I do not like about him is he has this weird obsession with metalcore. And like
I like metal. I don't like any of the core subgenres. They all suck. I know it's opinion, and you have your own opinion. That's cool because it's not like the worst music ever. But God, I can't stand any of that like grindcore, hardcore, deathcore.
yeah,
If it's under metal, like all that stuff is just like
cores are weird. Anyway, but
yeah.
like he's so into metalcore that like
What is metalcore?
I don't know. Fuck. I told you I'm bad at categorizing music. He like me and him go to this party, which I'm not supposed to talk about.
This is some sort of witchcraft and
No.
sex party? What the
No. It's just supposed to be a secret party. You're invited. We've talked about this already. Shut the fuck up!
Like
Nobody's
they're
listening to
gonna
what
go
the arcade is.
like, hey, I heard these guys say they're shit, and they're actually gonna end up there. I don't even know where it's located.
It's the principle of the matter. Anyway, so
Is it an
this,
actual
this party this party thing
Is it at your house playing video games or something?
No, not my house.
Not my house.
So like this party thing we go to, we listen to like a bunch of music, like just random music.
Like you do.
My friend Duncan brings his entire computer, and we set it up in the living room, and like
Just listen to music.
people DJ all night. Like we switch out DJs.
Your
And,
parties seem fun.
What?
Your parties seem fun. And my parties, like, I hang out with my friends and stuff, but I don't like the music they play.
I already invited you to some, and Alex has already agreed. Your mom's here.
You've invited me multiple times to parties. You
Yeah.
did that twice last year.
Yeah, and so anyway, he is so obsessed with it. Wake up! He's so obsessed with it that like on Facebook,
Yeah.
he like posted one time. Yes, he posted one time. He was like, he was like, we should have like a metalcore night, and I was like,
Oh my god, Darren.
dang.
Like, I love my friends, and my friends love me. I'm not gonna ask them to come to my Beatles party. Because only, like, 5 of my friends like the Beatles, and only 2 of them can probably stand them all night.
Yeah, I could stand them all night.
Alright, so this was another music podcast, which
All right,
apparently
so-
we're very good at.
Yeah, so we're discussing music and movies is one of the things that we're good
Yeah,
at.
we like to do.
Games, not as much. I feel like Jamie's not a gamer.
I'm like, I'm not like a, what's it called?
MLG?
No, what's it called? Just like a, what the Wii wanted to be for, dang it, something gamer. I can't believe I'm missing the word.
Household?
No, household, no.
The fuck are you talking?
Jesus, common, no, not common.
Major?
Average, no, not average. Like, do you know what this phrase is?
Oh, you're a casual gamer.
Casual gamer, not in the sense where like, I play Angry Birds, more like, oh, I play Metroid and Zelda and Mario.
Like you have like games that you're loyal to,
Yeah.
and like whenever they come out,
And my
you're
favorite are like
definitely getting
platformers and RPGs, so.
Yeah,
And I don't play a lot of them.
but I'm definitely more of a gamer than Jamie is. But
I mean, you have Steam.
yeah,
You're
we'll
already
talk.
above a level.
We'll talk about it later.
Alright, so pull it
So
out.
this is Tip
Pulling out.
pulling out.
Yeah.